Hello and welcome. So today we are going to go over some enrichment activities. So in this video we are going to specifically go over some DIY specific activities you can do with your dog without having to go out and buy a bunch of material, and that way you can kind of help deepen your bond with your dog and give them the fulfillment that they're craving. So what is enrichment? Enrichment is really anything from exercise to play to food that works with their nature to kind of have a genetic fulfillment. So what are they bred to do? What are they designed to do over the years that satisfies that craving? So foraging, hunting, prey drive, things like that it goes into. Having your dog fulfilled and enriched can help also decrease some unwanted behavioral issues. If they are being really destructive in the house, maybe they're not mentally stimulated enough and they're getting into trouble, it can help decrease some anxiety, it can help with some impulse control, and then just help strengthen your bond with them. I think you'll see an overall happier, healthier dog when they feel like their needs are being met and they are satisfied at the end of the day. They can decompress, relax, hang out at home, and just have a nice cohesive life. Plus it's just fun to see your dog just genuinely enjoy life. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get into our tutorial and kind of show you some of the fun things that we do here at home with Drax. Okay, so for this first one, what we're going to do is just use an old towel and we're going to make our own snuffle mat. So take the kibble that you would feed them for their meal and just sprinkle it on the towel just like this and kind of spread it around. You can make some treats in here if you'd like. And then just kind of bunch it up so that kibble can stay in place. I just kind of scrunch it with my hands and then I'll wrap it around in a little circle to get it in there a little bit more. You can also kind of tie it in a knot if your dog's pretty experienced, but for newbies I kind of just do it this way. And then you just can release your dog and let them have at it. So this helps your dog, instead of just letting them eat their kibble, it helps engage them mentally and use their foraging senses. And this is a working breed. They love to typically work for their food, and so it kind of just helps them get a little bit more activity besides just eating. And then just sit back and let them enjoy. So for this next activity, you'll just need a box that fits the size of your dog, and you can cut the edges off if you need, and then just use some towels. You can use newspaper, whatever you want to throw in that box, other cardboard, any object, and you just throw your kibble in there and mix it around. And again, just let them forage for it and let them search through it. The box can kind of help build their confidence as well, since it's a new object. All right, number 3 is a fun one. So just get some little dishes like this, put your food in there if you want, throw a treat in there, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go take those bowls and you're gonna place them somewhere in your house. So this is like a little scavenger hunt for your dog. I have him on a climb command, and then I try to go hide them in some places and switch it up each time, and then I just make him sniff it out, use his nose, and try to locate it. It might take a little while, but just let them figure it out and they'll find it eventually. So there he got the first one, and we're just kind of following him around, letting him use those senses and seeing if he can get the second one. And as your dog gets the hang of it, you can add difficulty in new locations. So this is kind of a fun one here. So what I'll do is I'll just take some kibble and I will slide it across the floor, get him interested in it, and it kicks in his chase reflex. So he's just wanting to track down that kibble and move after it since it's a moving object. I like to use this floor here, but if your dog maybe struggles with a slick floor like this, you can do it on the carpet and toss it out there as well. And it just kind of helps him feel like he's hunting down those little kibble pieces, and sometimes I'll go really fast and throw them in different directions and just keep him guessing and moving. And again, mentally it tires him out and physically as well, since he's getting some movement in there. So in this activity, I understand you may not have this. If you do, great. This is our child's and we use it when he's napping. We'll throw some kibble in there and help Drax just find it. It's really noisy. There's lots of movement and different things that kind of help him build his confidence and again, engage those foraging senses for him, and he absolutely loves this one. So we're going to switch it up a little here. So here's one fun way to feed your dog. What I'm doing is I'm layering some ice cubes in here with their kibble or whatever kind of food you feed them. I like to put the ice cubes in there because it breaks up all the kibble from floating or sinking and gives some variance to them. So I'll mix it in here, and then I will go ahead and I will top that off with either some bone broth or some goat's milk or something like that, and it'll look like this before you put it in the freezer. Kind of has that kibble mixed in there with the ice and with the broth. And then we'll go ahead and we'll just stick that in the freezer for the next day. All right, so when it's done, I'll just pour some hot water on that dish. It'll come right out like this. I prefer to have him eat it outside just so it doesn't make a mess. And then I just give that to him for his breakfast or his dinner or whatever mealtime it is. And I just let him go at it, and he finds it really fun. It kind of helps him get that shredding concept since it's frozen, which again, dogs absolutely love to shred and kind of work on that biting in those teeth there. Again, this is nice because it doesn't require much effort from us, just a little bit of preparation, and then it keeps them busy and tires them out as well. This might sound silly, but bubbles are actually enriching to dogs as well. So again, it's kind of that chase reflex that he has, and you can pick up bubbles super cheap at the dollar store, and Drax absolutely loves to chase bubbles, so super easy enrichment right there, especially if you have a child. Another great option is if you have a child is to play hide and seek with your dog. Have one person take them into a room and then the other person go hide, and then call their name every so often. Don't make it too easy. Let them seek you out. Let them use their senses, their hearing, their smell to find you. So this is great because it can mentally tire them out, and it also engages all those senses in them to try to locate you. This is one of Drax's favorite games. His face just lights up when he realizes what we're doing. And once he finds us, we'll go ahead and give him a treat and just keep it really positive and really exciting. So I hope these ideas helped you guys to just enrich your dog's lives without feeling the pressure to go spend a bunch of money on all these new gadgets out there. We hope that you can just find ways to enrich your life and build your bond with your dog and just live the best life possible for both of you guys. Thanks so much again for tuning in.